back to that moment after I finished writing down all my whys. I felt so good about it because I finally had reasons to keep going that wouldn't allow me to give up. But it still wasn't enough. I needed something more, some way to keep all of these whys at the forefront of my brain so that I would stay focused on them and committed to achieving them. I decided to visualize doing all of these things. I closed my eyes and imagined myself running and playing with my dogs, jumping on the trampoline with my son, going for long walks in the sunshine without feeling tired and having to stop and rest. I visualized myself looking fit and healthy, enjoying lunch with friends, looking sexy in a pair of skinny bell-bottom jeans for date night, and looking like a slender elven fairy princess in my green dress at my stepdaughter's enchanted forest wedding. It's okay to laugh at me. I laugh too, especially because I'm not exactly in the princess age group. But damn, I looked good in my imagination. Visualizing all of these things was so powerful. But what if I couldn't keep all of these amazing visualizations in my mind? What if they slipped away during the moments when I needed them the most? That's when I had the thought, I need a vision board. Now, some of you might know what that is, or even have one or more that you've created in the past. If you've never heard of a vision board, it's basically exactly what its name says. It's a board or a piece of paper that contains pictures of things you want to manifest in your life. After all, there's lots of people who believe that in many ways we create our own reality. So how could it hurt to focus on the things you'd like to see more of in your life? In fact, I've heard a lot of stories about professional athletes who perform better after practicing visualization techniques. I've heard of business leaders who nail a public speech or presentation because they visualized it happening beforehand. Even people with broken bones who've used visualization to help themselves heal. And yes, I knew about this way before breaking my ankle. And yes, I definitely used visualization to help my ankle heal. So I'd used a vision board in the past to help me find my life's purpose. And I knew that vision boards worked, but I'd never used one for weight loss. I'd never even thought of it, actually. And once I did, I wondered how I had never thought of it before. It was perfect. A visual representation of what I was working for, strategically placed everywhere I would need to see it. Right next to my bed, so I'd see it first thing in the morning and remember to focus on it all day long. On the wall in the living room that I could see when I was working out as an inspiration to keep going. On the fridge as a reminder of why not to reach for that cheese in the deli drawer or the ice cream in the freezer. On the dashboard of my car. I added this one later. It had never even occurred to me to place one there until after a really stressful day when I found myself in the Jack in the Box drive-thru ordering an ultimate bacon cheeseburger with curly fries and a large Dr. Pepper. So I immediately set about finding the right pictures for my vision board. I found pictures of myself when I'd been at my happiest and at my ideal weight. Pictures from my wedding day, from a trip to the lake, at the pumpkin patch, my happiest times, times when I hadn't been so depressed or self-conscious about my weight that I hadn't wanted to go anywhere. I found a picture of the bell-bottom jeans I wanted to wear for date night and one of a lady modeling the dress I'd ordered for my stepdaughter's upcoming wedding. For me, these pictures represented how my quality of life would improve and how I would feel so much better once I was finally able to lose the weight and become healthier. I then printed out 3 sets of each, glued them onto 3 separate pieces of cardstock, and placed them in their designated locations. I printed out that 4th one after I realized I needed one in my car. I can't express to you what a game changer this was for me. If you've ever used a vision board, then you know how powerful they can be. In fact, I attribute a huge part of my results to this one tiny little thing that I did before I even started trying to eat healthier or exercise. It helped me to imagine looking and feeling amazing and visualize how it would so drastically improve the quality of my life. It helped me realize that I had to do this. No matter what it took, I was going to make this my reality. I knew when looking at those pictures that it didn't matter how hard it was going to be. It didn't matter if I didn't see results right away. I was simply not going to give up this time. My whys were way too important. And now I had a visual reminder of what I was working toward. And that's exactly what I want for you. I want you to realize that your whys are too important to give up on. You are too important to give up on. Not this time. So with that in mind, tonight's homework is to, of course, create your own vision board. Remember, every time you want to give up, this and your whys is what is going to keep you going. To make this as easy as possible for you, I provided a Canva template you can use to create your vision board. All you need to do is click on the vision board link. It will open a template that you can use to enter your own pictures and then print out. I've included the ones that I use just as an example so you can see kind of how to do it. You can either upload your own photos into Canva to use, or you can just search for photos that represent your reasons for losing weight. Now, I made sure that you will be able to download and print this out, even if you don't have a Canva Pro account. So if you just have a free Canva account, which I absolutely love Canva, I would recommend getting the Pro account if you're someone who likes to create any type of documents or any type of graphics. Canva is amazing. Anyways, for all of you non-techie folks, kind of like me, I've created a short video on how to use Canva to do this that you can also find in your resource section. So I want you to print out however many copies you're going to need, put them on cardstock or don't, completely up to you. Just remember, I was a teacher, so everything in my mind either goes on a sticky note or on cardstock. Once you've gotten them printed out, hang them up in all the places we talked about or wherever else you think you might need one. And that's your homework for today's class. I had so much fun creating my vision board, and I hope you do too. I'll see you in the next class. Bye.